Spinahogue, map 1, the first thing they said to do is to highlight coastal plain, Shepland, hill country, and wilderness. So right here we have the coastal plains. Right over here we have the hill country. Going right up there, Shepland, the lowlands right there. And then the wilderness. Next thing they asked to do is do an orange box around Ephraim. Ephraim was the strongest house of Joseph. And then underline a box on Benjamin. Not underline a box, underline an orange line on Benjamin, because he's the brother of the house of Joseph, and then a green box around the southern house of Judah. Next thing for this event they asked to do is highlight the 3 names of the valley: the Adron Valley, Sorek Valley, and Elah Valley. Well, actually, sorry, I skipped number 5. Number 5 is to highlight the route along the watershed ridge in the spine of the Benjamin and Judah. So asked us to start up here onto Shechem, go to Islah, Mizarbeth, Gibbeth, staying west of Bethlehem. Bethlehem's right over here. And then Bethlehem, staying west of Bethlehem, right over here. And then to go to Etamah. And then from Etamah to Halu. To Halu right here. And then from Halu to Hebron, Debir, and off the map. Hebron. Debir, and then Dehira, and then off the map. So next thing they asked to do is highlight those valleys like I was saying. So the first valley they asked us to highlight was the Adron Valley, then the Sorek Valley, and the Elah Valley, right over there. And they wanted us to mark up the coastal highway, so they said to start off up top on the 140 longitude line, running south to Gibbethon, to Ekron, Gath, west of Zelta, and off the map, and that's the coastal highway. So for event 18, they asked us to highlight the Benjamin Plateau, Central Benjamin Plateau, highlight the cities of Ekron and Gath, and then do a blue box around these cities. The next thing they need to do is to highlight Ramoth, Gibbeth, in Bethlehem down here. Do an orange circle around Saul on Gibbeth because it was Saul's capital, and small black box caps east of it, right? David, son of Jesse, in wilderness of Bethlehem, right here. David, son of Jesse. Skipping down. Next thing they asked us to do was to highlight the 2 routes from Philistia into the Elah Valley. So the first route they said was going to be beginning the edge of the map west of Ekron, highlight southeast across the highway by Ekron to Azkath, past northeast of Azkath, continuing to meet the earlier highlight of Soka. So right here, southeast, Azkek, and then there you go, that's Soka. The next route they said to do was to highlight near Gath, and so beginning the edge of the map southeast of Gath, highlight the route across the highway on Gath to Azek, running passing south of Azek, continuing meeting Soka. So right here, they said to highlight city names, not dots, of Soka and Azek. There you go. Highlighted. They were already highlighted, but sweeping blue arrows from near Ekron toward Azek, staying southeast of the highlighted route. So right here, boom. Next thing they asked to do is toward Gath, toward Azek, north of the route. Boom. The next thing they asked us to do was to do Philistine to Elah Valley. Blue circles around Philistine camps are right here, this intersection. And then one right here. So this one is near Soka, large enough to include the intersection and right there of the Elah Valley. And the first one is right here where the intersection is, a main intersection is. Right in small black caps, Philistine camps. They want us to do 2 sweeping arrows from Gibbeth right here to Hashan, and then from Hashan, second to Tina. Right in small black caps along this arrow, Saul to Elah Valley. Small orange blocks at the end of Timnath right there. And then right stacked above it, Saul's camp. A small orange dot right here at this intersection because it was southeast of the 300 elevation, and then a blue dot just northeast right here. So there we go, we have the dots, and that is part of event 18. So then they asked us to highlight this confrontational mark in between the orange and blue dot right there. Blue flight chase arrows is when the Israelites under Saul chase Philistine back to their cities. So first arrow, we see the orange right there from Elah Valley to Aspek. And then from Aspek, we see one set of arrows goes to Ekron right here, blue flight. Other blue flight goes toward Gath. Then they asked us to highlight the city of Sharum. So we're going to be putting triangles around the cities that Solomon fortified. So we see there we have Kirith Jima, Upper Beth-horon, Lower Beth-horon, Gezer right here. See anything else? And that should be it on those. And then they told us to read 2 Chronicles 11, 5 through 12. And then it said that for Soko, mark Sokkoth, and then for Gath, mark Moreshagath. So I'm going to do those first before I dive into the other ones. So right here is Sokka, and they said to do it in small, little, tiny squares. And then Moreshagath right here. Okay. They said to do Bethlehem right there. Itamah, Tokiath, Bezer right there. Bezer. We already did Sokka. Adullam right there. We did Gath, where Marash. There we go. Marash right here. Ziph right there. Ziph. Adoram right here. Laish right here. Azvek right there. Zorah. We'll find Zoroth in just a second. Zoroth right here. Adullam, and then Hebron, which is right down here. Next part, they asked us to highlight some of these sections. So from Bethlehem, because there's a lot of natural ridges from Bethlehem all the way down to Tokia, and then from Tokia southeast off the map to Engedi and Moab. So right down here. Go back to Bethlehem, from Bethlehem to Hebron, right there. And then from Hebron on to Ziph and off to Arad. Ziph to Arad off the map. Next thing they want us to do was from Hebron to T-Halith, which is in the bottom corner of the map, through Adoram and T-Betharim. So Hebron, Adoram, T-Betharim to Tiath. Right down there. And they want us to do a diagonal route from Lower Beth-horon to Laish. So Lower Beth-horon all the way down. And the cities that we're going to pass through are Ajalon, Eshtal, and then Beth Shemesh, which is right up here. Beth Shemesh. Keep going all the way down to Aspek. From Aspek to Etheropolis, and then from Etheropolis, Marshish, and then to Laish, and then off the map. And then from the intersection, a little bit further from Ajalon, so I started it right up here. Because they said to do 1/2 a centimeter right up here to go to Gibeon via Ajalon and Kirith. So right down here, Ajalon, Kirith, Gibeon, right there. They then told us to underline Shishak's campaign list. So we have Gezer right there, Kithrium, and then Belith, Gibeon, Big Gibeon, and then Zeravarith. Next thing I want to do is do some blue sweeping arrows from Gezer through Ajalon, Kirith to Gibeon right up here. From Gibeon to Zereth and small black caps, right? Shishak attack. On our last event, they asked us to highlight Hebron, which was already highlighted down here, and Dibur right there, and then do a red circle on the city dot, a little red circle, sweeping green arrows from Hebron to Dibur, so right up here, and then in small black caps above the arrows, they want to strike Kebulites, and then Joshua 15:13 through 19 near Dibur. And then they wanted us to do a blue dot on each of the different sides of the arrow. Next thing they said to do is to highlight the city name of Jerusalem right here, and then do a green circle around it because it became David's capital. Right in small black caps beside Hebron. Hebron, Hebron, 2 Samuel 2, and then near Jerusalem, 2 Samuel 5. Scroll down. They want us to highlight the Rephaim Valley, Bel, Perazim, Gibeon, and Gezer. Bel, Perazim, Rephaim Valley, Gibeon, and Gezer right up here. We'll see that. And then the next thing they said to do, Gezer, there we go, add the highlight. It had already been so marked up, I forgot to mark it. And they said to do blue sweeping arrows from the area of Bethel at above the Elah Valley to the Valley of Rephaim via Bether and Bel Perez. So if we go to the Valley of Elah, right around here we go, we see it, keep going, Bether, Bel Perez, Rephaim Valley. And then on that, they want us to write Philistine advances. And then 2 Samuel 5:17 through 25. They wanted us to do a circular arrow right above Jerusalem, from Engel southeast around Kidron Valley, all the way up to Rehem west of Bethlehem right here. They want us to write on this David's maneuver, confrontational mark right here by the Rephaim Valley, blue series of blue flight and green chase arrows from Rephaim Valley by Jerusalem to Gibeon, and Beth Horons, and then Shibboleth to Gezer. So we see it right up here. Boom. So passes through Shalabim right over here. So we see all the flight arrows pass through the Beth Horons, Gibeon, Gibbeth, all of them. On these arrows, they wanted us to write David's pursuit. So right there, and that's all of it.